Okay, perfect. Okay. I think that's live. If it's not, well then we're screwed, but it's fine. So yeah, we're building a Whimsigoth tiny home. Um, Ignore the fact that we're in New Crest. I just wanted a small lot, so I didn't feel the need to fill a giant like 64 by 64 or something. Um, and we're gonna be building a tiny home. I'm not sure if where we're gonna land on the three degrees of tiny homes. Um, oh, and we're also gonna be building with CC with custom content. Because I have so much, far more than I think uh I should have. I should not have access to custom content. Um It's definitely a little bit of a problem, but that's okay. Shopping for custom content is better than spending actual money shopping. Okay, so I'm thinking cottagey, so maybe not very much in the way of a backyard. We can put like a little garden up front, and that won't eat any of our tiles. So let's we can do I don't think we're gonna be able to do 32 tiles. I just don't think it's feasible. Um, and I would like to have a front porch. So no more, I think, than like 40 tiles per floor. I don't know, I might change my mind. But either way, we're definitely gonna want to be up on a foundation. Okay. Then let's see. And I do love a balcony. I do. I just don't know if it's gonna be feasible. I think first floor will definitely do maybe a combined living kitchen area, and then our upper floor is gonna be bedroom, bathroom. You might see me doing things that seem strange to you if you play Sims 4 yourself or you watch a lot of people who play Sims 4. Sims 4 is still something that I'm getting used to because the majority of my Sims experience is in Sims 2, including the majority of my building experience. So it's gonna look a little different if you're used to other styles. Now, I kind of want to see if we can do something kind of cute and architectural here. So I wonder if we just have this smaller upper story, how we feel about that. That is going to impact how much I could put up here. Maybe just move everything forward by one and see how we feel about that. Oh, that could be fun. We'll bump out. Okay. How we doing? 81 tiles out of 100. I'd like to have at least a 2x3 for a bath. And then I don't know if that's enough room for a bed up at the front. So if I pull everything forward one more though, that should be fine. Should still have plenty of room for everything. Okay, 89 tiles. All right, now we're looking a little modern in terms of the shape, but it's fine. It's all gonna come down to decorate. It's gonna be great. This is what I tell myself. It could be a lie, but let's see about throwing on a roof first. Let's see. I'm kind of feeling like a half gable here, and then we'll just bring it. I don't know. I'm thinking asymmetrical for a roof. I mean, it's probably going to end up having to be asymmetrical, but I think that's going to let us have something really fun and maybe a little bit funky. We do this and we throw this guy. I hope that people can hear me if you're listening. So I can pull out the eaves there. It's funky, for sure. Come on. Can't you line up for me? Wouldn't that be nice if you could do that? Okay, it's not going to be exact if I decide to do that, but honestly, if I were to do that, I would want that lower. No, I kind of like it like that. I like it. It's weird. And if while I'm working on it, I decide that I hate it, we'll just go back to it. It'll be fun. And then let's see, we'll build that ceiling back and then throw a funky roof on the front. Yeah. No, I like it. I like that it's a weird shape. I think that that's really going to lend to the whimsy here. That none of these pieces look quite like they match. There. Yeah, I think that's good. The lower roof in the front, which means we might be able to get some windows up in the front here. Okay. Now let's get this porch set up. So we're going to have a nice big garden out in the front. That's going to be great. Super cute. I think anyway. I love a big garden. Still working on my landscaping skills. Landscaping in Sims 2, I never got the hang of, but it is, I think it's definitely easier in 4. I say as someone who has, like, allow me to clarify, I have played every iteration of the main Sims series. Probably definitely Sims 1, or just The Sims, is the one that I've played the least, but I have played every single iteration, at least a little bit. Sims 2 is definitely the most. Like, that's what I grew up playing, and like, oh my gosh. I don't think. Yeah, we played Sims 2 from the beginning. I literally grew up on The Sims. It's like still such a cultural touch point in like my whole family, actually. Immediate family anyway. My mother actually still plays The Sims 2. She is still building her little English villages. What stairs are we feeling? Oh, and by the way, if you happen to be watching this and you see like a custom content piece that you like and you want to know where it's from, you can always just throw out a message or like leave a comment or something. Or I have my BlueSky and my Tumblr linked on my Twitch profile. So if you go there and you want to ask me about an item or about a creator or something and where to find it, you can send me an ask on Tumblr or post at me on BlueSky and I will try to find it for you. Because honestly, I love talking about custom content creators. I think they're so wonderful and such like an integral part of the Sims ecosystem. basically, and they have been forever. I'm so glad that with Sims 4, we see like the return of custom content creators. Not that there weren't custom content creators for Sims 3, but it was absurdly difficult to put CC in Sims 3. Um, so it definitely has a lot less than Sims 2 and Sims 4. And I know that that customizability um, is such a huge thing for people. They love that it's back. And I love that it's back. It just makes the game so much more fun. Um, I like these dark brick stairs. They're by Sibylette. And I'm not feeling these wrought iron railings. I don't know if I want stone. If that would make it more cottagey. Also, if I don't know. Give me 1 second to go look at something real quick. Okay. All right. Never mind. Let's see. Can always go with life and death. I do love these, but I don't think that the wood goes with these brick steps. And I might use them inside. We'll see. I might go ladder inside just because that might be a little bit more convenient. And this is a bit much. It's a bit much. I don't know that we need all that for this little cottage. And I don't know if it would be a cottage in the traditional sense. I suppose it doesn't matter. Yeah, those are still a bit much. Like I think wrought iron really might be the way to go here. See, I don't mind that. These are base game rails. So they'll definitely have a matching fence. Put that on there. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, these 4 rent rails might be it. I like that they have that a little bit more detail to them. A little bit funkier. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll go with the 4 rent rails. And now there is the matching fence. Here, make this easier. There we go. It's still so weird to me. Like the whole concept of like the room technique in Sims 4 is still weird to me. I'm still getting used to it. It's like, I didn't do that in Sims 2. That was not even a thing. And I know that this game is like Sims 4 has been out for like 10 years. But I honestly only started playing it in earnest in the last year or two. So let's see. I think I can. Yes. Okay. We're using better build by to look at things here. Twisted Mexi is just such a wonderful part of the community for custom content. So wonderful. Oh, I want to make my walls medium wall height. I really like medium wall height walls. I know that that might not be a popular opinion, but I really like them. I think that they're fun. And I like being able to decorate. Yeah, I guess we'll make the top short wall height. I think that'll make it more proportionate. Yeah, I like those proportions better. But what I was saying is that I actually really like medium wall height, which I like having so much more of my walls to clutter with stuff and like to make it feel like if I put a big light on the ceiling, it doesn't feel super crowded. for like actual gameplay. That really bothers me. So that's gonna give us access to medium doors if we want them. What are we feeling? What feels Whimsigoth, but also residential? Do we want to use this one? So we didn't use these. Didn't use the railing from this set, but maybe the door. It's definitely an option. Yeah. Also not opposed to something a little bit more strategy. Maybe, or maybe something that's not quite so. I don't know what the word would be for that. I do like this. This is from Felix Andre's State set. So it's, I don't know why these pieces are so expensive. They're the most expensive doors in my game, just about. The windows are definitely the most expensive windows. But I like that door. I think it's doing a lot. Definitely, it feels like it could be opening you up into like a little fantasy space. Okay. Columns and spandrels. How are we feeling? What are we feeling? I could just turn on the black color option, but I'm not going to because I don't want to. So we have our Realm of Magic columns, always an option. That's a little bit too much. Also have Castle State columns. Also go for something like that. A little bit of the ombre, like weathering. I like that. It's got some nice texture. We do have good old vampire columns. I think the big ones are a little bit too big. A little bit too much for this little spot. Okay. Now. No, definitely not. I'm using for rent railing, but we're not using for rent pillars. Or was that for rent? Oh no, that's not for rent. That's city living. No, not the courtyard oasis set. That's a different build. That'll be different. And then we have the new columns that came with business lobbies, even though that's actually not even new anymore because it's full expansion packs back at this point. I don't have the two newest expansion packs. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see how they go and opinions to really cement, I guess you could say. I feel like I'm not gonna find anything that's gonna capture me quite like this this estate column did. Castle Estate Kit. I'll throw that here. It might look it looks a little bit weird right now. It does. But I think with the right stuff it'll look fine. It'll look good. It'll all come together. And if it doesn't, I'll just change them. It's fine. Okay. So I have some spandrels that I think these. Yeah, I think these kind of match the stairs. They're from Sibyllette's Loft Kit. But I don't think that they're gonna be what we're looking for this time. That's a bit much. Go family. I feel like that's not working with the columns. Can always do, oh, yeah, I think we're gonna do Realm of Magic spandrels. They're so pretty. I use them far too often. All right. Now that that's set up, I think I want to go walls and platform, and then I'll go and grab windows and maybe cement the layout inside a little bit more. Don't have too many options. Foundations, not platform. Okay. Maybe the life and death. I don't hate that. I can live with that, maybe. Also have these little state ones. I feel like the life and death one has a little bit more of like, this could be like a house somebody lives in and not like a castle. Of course, would be the point of the castle estate kit, but I mean, yeah, we'll go with that for now. It's entirely possible that none of this will come together and it'll just be absolutely ugly. But we're staying hopeful. Hopeful. Oh, do I want to use the Riviera cost? Do I want to do it? Maybe on our upper floor. Maybe. Oh, I'm kind of into that. I think that that's fun. One thing that's really important to this tumblr is going to be the trim. I know that. I do love trims. Let me slap a roof pattern on here. Maybe that'll make things come together. Do scallops. No, I don't think we'll do scallops. Can do doing like a little purple. It's fine. Oh, kind of purpley color. Do that. And we'll throw on a roof trim. Want to do. Oh, that's fun. That's very whimsical. I don't feel about that. I like it. I like it, and I like pulling in some dark wood instead of like strictly black. I think that's. But we can also try this. It comes with like a little gray. No, I think I like the for rent one better. I think I like the for rent one better. Okay. Now with that in mind, let's take a look. Maybe do some siding? No, I almost never look in siding because I don't really go for that, but we'll see. And maybe like a dark wood situation. It's looking a little bit more log cabin than cottage, which I don't want. Let's see. If we look at our cottage living. And we do this and we throw on a trim or something. I wish that this like cottage living came in like a dark stone that wasn't black. Do I have dark stone that's not black? I do have recolors of this. What's the stone's stats? At least I think I have colors of that. Or is it not? Maybe I don't have colors of that. Okay, I've got recolors of this one. I'm not loving any of those. Maybe. But I like how weathered this one looks. Maybe werewolves. Oh, don't mind that. I know it's probably meant to be like industrial, but you can make that look cottage. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. For a trim. I guess technically this isn't trim. These are freezes. I need more freeze options. Should jot out to go look for those. Anyway, I think we need something a little bit more detailed. I do love this one from Courtyard Oasis. I use it probably too much. I do have this one, but I think we need something smaller, a little bit lower profile, so it doesn't mess with the roof trim. But still. This is for rent again. Oh, do I like the green? Make it go warm up that very quick. Oh, I like that. Then maybe actually I might go in and change um I don't think we need it on the front here quite like that. What I'll do is I'm gonna go in and change the spandrels to I think the gold ones of that. We'll see what that looks like. It's like if I do that, it's gonna be way too low and it's gonna cover up the door detail, which I like. So we go in. Oh, and I should throw some columns on the back there so it kind of covers up the interruption. So we have these in there like a little bit more gold. Maybe. I should have something that was more like antique gold or like copper, maybe. It's not bad. But I feel like maybe we swap this out for something else. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take these columns out. They're not working, fortunately. They don't think I'm gonna put in the Realm of Magic columns, but maybe something. Maybe the vampire ones? Ooh, not in that color. And not in that color either. I could go for the 4 red columns that match. I didn't go for the life and death railing. They do like those columns. Okay. I hate that when you've got a trim and a column, the way they, it's just so ugly. It's like, I don't want a short stub column. I want the column to go all the way up. If there's a trick for that, I don't know it. Unfortunately. Because, like, even sometimes when I put columns inside, if there's a trim, it's weird. I don't know why. If you know how to fix that, let me know. I would love to know how to fix that. Okay. No, not those. I do love the Valia sets, but not today. Maybe now we use the Goth expandable. Oh, that's kind of a vibe. Oh, it's kind of a vibe. So we've got all of our different textures going on here, and then I'm just gonna throw a little trim, just a little dark trim. See, you know. So pretty. Okay. Well, we'll see. Maybe it'll get fixed when I paint. Okay. And stones come in dark brown. I don't know why it's not an option for these. It's fine. It's fine. I could go black on the spandrels, but I don't want to. I still want to keep some of the dimension from the brown. Okay. Now let's see what we have for the porch and the roof. Well, we could just go. Options. I know I do. Mm. Do you want? Oh, I kind of love that. I usually use these in bathrooms, but I do kind of love that as an exterior tile. This is my Shuno-san. Um, love. I love literally everything that they do. So beautiful. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and figure out Our ceiling. Could go Valia. Oh, I could turn off my grid. I guess I don't need that on. I never think about that. Always just throw some dark concrete. Or maybe we do wood. Maybe we go wood on the ceiling. So antique wood. Yeah. All right. Oh, sorry, T. I just had to pop my jaw real quick. I've been grinding my teeth like crazy when I sleep. I don't know. Actually, I do know why, but I'm not going to share. Now, here's the thing, actually. It might make more sense to put a bathroom on the ground floor. Because we do have limited space. Because theoretically, if a sim was going to have, like, people visit, the visitors would need to have access to the bathroom. So maybe we move the bathroom downstairs so that, like, random visitors aren't coming into your sim's bedroom. I'm sure that probably doesn't bother some people, but I'm always like, oh, that's weird. Okay, and then, well, let's put in the stairs. We might ladder, but if we can do stairs, I'd love to put in the life and death stairs. Or is it the life and death stairs? Maybe, oh, I think I used the horse range stairs because the woods match. Where are we looking? Here we go. Yeah, the ranch stairs. Okay. I think I kind of want to like make some sort of like little alcove out of the stairs, and maybe I'll tuck like a bathroom into a little alcove. Because of the medium walls, the stairs are gonna be a little weird. How's that? Oh, that just fits. That's great. Okay. And get a go bathroom here. Yeah. I think that'll be okay. No, I should throw in some lights so we can actually see. I learned this trick from, unsurprisingly, Karen and Connie, the builders, the twins. I don't know, if you're watching this, you probably have seen their videos, to be fair. They're wonderful. Love watching them for inspiration and to learn tricks like this, where you take these tiny base game can lights and then shrink them so you can see. But before I forget, let's put in some windows. So because we've got this absolutely massive trim, we can't do super big windows, but it's okay because we have medium walls. So it'll all balance out, I'm sure. Now I might want to go stained glass for the Whimsigoth of it all. So we do have the craftsman windows. What's this? What is this? Is this an image or is it just pretty? I don't know. This is. Can I take out the one? Yeah, this is great together. These are nice. These are very classic American windows. Americana, I suppose. But I don't think that's the vibe. And then we also have these get together that have swatches, and I feel like if I were going full goth, that would be what I would want. But I don't think that that's right either. Maybe I do kind of love these windows from Wedding Stories. My Wedding Stories. That might be... Actually, this might be too big. Oh yeah, it's gonna be way too big. It is pretty similar to the cottage living window, though. We'll keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for later. Oh, but I do also have these. These are more silhouette windows. Ah, no, I don't want curves. Stop it. No one wants the curves. They're so bad. Okay. Oh, and I do also have this, which I think these are recolors of the My Wedding Stories window. Yes, they are. And I think the other ones are more My Wedding Stories windows. Do you have these? Don't think that's right. Oh, these were what I was thinking of. The Tomarani stained glass windows. I do like them. I do like them. I wish we have. No, that's this green one is the only swatch that has the play. Is it? Come on. Does anybody else have that? Does this look like inside? Oh, that might be it. I think this is the. Yeah, this is like a dark wood swatch. Or is it black? Either way, I think I love that, actually. Rent is really coming in to do some heavy lifting at this build. I did not expect that. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. So we have like the arch and then the arch on the estate door. There are estate windows, but I like the eclectic feel of having different doors and windows. And we do have, I really thought Realm of Magic was going to show up more, and we might go for some Realm of Magic stained glass. Never going to say no to some Realm of Magic stained glass, especially up on the second floor. Then the bedroom might be some fun options. Go something like this. You also have this option. I want the funky like modular ones. I just find them. These. I want these, I think. Are they gonna fit if I put them on the front? They're not gonna fit. Not well, anyway. Can't really put windows around here. This might. Oh, why don't I throw this on the back, actually? Just throw that on the back and then we'll do something else on this side. That fills it up a little bit better. Yes, I think I like that. Okay. What else? Could always go for these other ones. That's nice. And then this is beautiful too. But I like that this one doesn't have the white outline. There's so many things about Realm of Magic that I love, but it really feels like they just threw it together in a weekend. And I don't. It's so sad because there's so many good ideas. It's just beautiful Art Nouveau and like a lot of really beautiful ideas for pieces that you can see kind of, but everything about it is just so rushed. It's like nobody needed. I don't know. Like from a play perspective, it's really fun. And the clothes, honestly, I think are a total hit. I think they're wonderful. As we're going to see through this, it's definitely my vibe, 100%. Um, but I think unfortunately the build set is it's just really disappointing. And I don't think that anyone would disagree with that. That it's just so disappointing. Um, because it's so clear that they had so many ideas. And like there's like little nods to like Tiffany and like this very Art Nouveau style of the late 19th century. Sometimes people call it Art Deco. It's not, it's Art Nouveau. That's just a personal thing of mine that I really hate that people call it Art Deco when it's not. And I know that the game also categorizes Art Deco. It just drives me kind of crazy. I don't like it. Um, and I think I'm probably the only person who's bothered by it, but I am bothered. So I'm going to talk about it. But I would really love to see some some like return to this Art Nouveau style because we don't have a lot of it, I feel like. Um, we have lots of Art Deco, so many sets, oddly, lean Art Deco. And it's really lovely. I like it too, but I'd like to see some more Art Nouveau. I'd like to see it properly categorized. And I would like to see more Art Nouveau. Okay, thanks. Because EA is definitely listening. Just some random person on the internet. Um, but that's my big ask, is I would like to have the catalog recategorized so that there's an Art Nouveau style tag, and I would like to see more Art Nouveau items to use, please. Especially since this is a thing that I've kind of noticed that I don't know if this is true, but with the Realm of Magic windows, um, I'm sorry I keep harping on this. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm very passionate about this, even though it's kind of silly. But I feel like Realm of Magic windows, they almost feel like there were supposed to be two distinct window sets. Because some of them have like the weird outlines, and there's a couple different like stained glass iterations. Like for instance, with this, with these windows, we have this floral. I can't remember if it's, and with these ones, we have this. But there isn't a matching floral. Like if we go to this like same wood swatch, it's not the same colors. And like we go to this one, they're also not the same colors. So I almost feel like they were planning maybe on making two, like, sets in their build sets, and they just didn't get a chance to finish them. But I don't know. Guess we'll never know. Unless they made like a Realm of Magic follow-up or did like a refresh or something. I'd be very, very down with that. Or like a Whimsigoth, like, kit, maybe? Little kit. Would love a little kit. Okay. Don't know. I want a different window on this wall, I think. But what window do I want? Now we can do the estate windows. And they have these matching, like, pieces, like architectural pieces. But I don't know. I'm not feeling that. So I would probably have to put it, like, I'd have to put it. Yeah, see, they have these pieces. And, like, that's very cool. And I do love that. But I don't know if that really works with what I've chosen. I think it's that's gotta be a different build. Unfortunately. Now, there is also a frame, I believe. Yeah, there's a frame that matches with this, but it'll go up into like the little roof on the porch, and it's just not gonna work. Um, and it also is changing the vibe completely, which is fine. It's a fun vibe. It's just not what we're looking for here. Let's. Oh, we can really use those. It's like this whole top chunk is being used by the trim. I'm gonna do. I don't hate this. Strangerville. I think I want something with a bit more detail in it. We may end up going back to the tutorials, but let's try different things. See what we land on. Also cool. Also, I think about the vibe. Maybe these cute little windows with shutters get together. Oh, I do kind of like that. I don't usually care about shutters. I think they're fun, but I'm not like super into shutters. Especially if we go second floor, maybe? I don't know if it's too many different styles. It might be too many different things going on. It's like, only they didn't have white bits on them. Yeah, I do have these from growing together. I don't love that either. I may just end up pulling, like, these so that there's some consistency. No, but we're not even supposed to be looking at the second floor. We're supposed to be looking at this spot. Oh, but maybe I did this. No, I don't. Never mind. That might be it. I thought I wanted a feature window of some kind, but maybe I don't. Maybe I just want a window. Kind of don't need that. We'll live with it. We'll live with it for now. And then I do like to have a bathroom window, but don't worry, it's gonna be small. It'll be small and we'll cover it. I promise. There. Don't worry, we're gonna cover it up. It's not. People will not be able to stare into the bathroom through that window, I promise. Okay. And then up on top here, I think maybe more of the balcony windows. Yeah, I think those will fit. Raise them up just okay. I'll just throw it all to your side. I think I'm gonna come out and do landscaping at the end. But I like this. I think it's a good starting place. And now we only need one interior door. That's nice. Now I do have a little bit of a kind of a cheat here. It's not a cheat, it's just convenient. These windows that I put up here, they have a matching door. They have several matching doors actually. These are by Valia. Love Valia. One. And I could put it on like this other side here, but I'm kind of not feeling that. I think this will be better. And then I can like tuck something functional in here. What do I want? The middle? Is that going to be too inconvenient? I'll play around with it. So I think my plan right now is to have this entrance go into like a living area and then do kitchen in this space back here. And then I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, now let's get some railings. Let's get those liveness ones. I love these. And they match with the horse ranch stairs. They match. Now, I would like it if a functionality that I would really love them to bring over from Sims 2. I think it's great that, like, the modularity of these stairs, that you can manipulate them around. In Sims 2, you could choose to only put the railing on one side of the stairs. And I think that they should bring that back. Oh, let's go in. Raise that a little bit, and then they won't see it. See how it looks inside. It's only cutting in a little bit. Oh, that's fine. Because if they let us place stair railings separately, that wouldn't be a problem. Anyway, you can also, in Sims 2, you can change, like, if an item has two different parts that are colored, you can change them independently. And I really think that they could bring that into Sims 4. I think people would be really into that. If they wanted to. I don't know what the logistics of changing that would look like, but I think it's worth a thought, at least. Like, they could do it in a game that's closer to 20 years old than this game. I think they should be able to figure it out. But once again, I'm not a game developer. I don't do that. That's not a thing that I know how to do. I don't know what the logistics of that would look like. Anyway, let's get some walls and floors going. I think I would like the stairs to have a different paneling. Maybe I'll have to go siding because I think I want to put, yeah, the matching horse ranch siding. Oh no, that's nice. That's warm. And that'll make that like a little bit of a feature. And then maybe we'll do like a wallpaper. I love a wallpaper. I love a busy wallpaper. I know that that's also not a popular opinion, but I love a busy wallpaper. Okay. Then I think I want to do a wood floor because of course we do. We're still on ceilings. Okay, so we've got this floor from Jungle Adventure, which has so much wonderful texture. Do like it. I think that's a good option. We could also go. That almost looks a little bit too clean, a little too polished. So I think the energy here for Whimsigoth is gonna be thrifted, it's gonna be antique, reclaimed, and I think that this floor does a good job of it. Oh, my cat is saying hello to me. She's trying to remind me that it's dinner time. She doesn't eat for another hour. No, but we could. No, I think I'm gonna go with the Jungle Adventure floor. Now I am going to put tile over in the kitchen because I have so many fun tile options. Now I do have these. I recently got these. Recently downloaded them from my Shuno-san. They are beautiful. Look at these floors. So gorgeous. Look at that. So Whimsigoth. So perfect. So beautiful. And I do have matching tile walls, but in this set, I also put in backsplash pieces. I don't know if I'll go for those because of the windows here. It's gonna make putting those in a little weird. But I do think this floor is definitely good. I think I will put like a little like fence in. Just well, hey now. Don't lie to me. Yeah. See, it's fine. You're fine. Oh, great. I don't know why I was doing that. I've got a good transition up here. And I'm actually just gonna copy these planks and put them on the stairs too. That'll make life easy. And then I'll I kind of like that. I think I'll use these recently somewhere else. Actually, okay, that's definitely an option. Oh, I also have these. Kind of love that too. Especially if I end up going like all one color tile on the walls, which I probably will. I'd like to have a bit of a pattern on the floor. I think that'll be good to break up. And then we could go for this. This is our bistro. Oh, that's. Oh, I like that. I think we're gonna go with that. We'll go with the dark green, and then I like that it's got texture, even though it's not multiple colors. Okay. Now let's see about bathroom's gonna be easiest. So we do have some walls that match. The time did outside. I don't know that it's the time for that though, but I do kind of like it. I feel like it's more of a kitchen tile. At the very least, a different bathroom. My cat is demanding pets. Hi! You want to say hi? Do you have opinions? You still have time before dinner. You'll live. We'll take a break, but I have to feed the cat. Okay. Do we want hexagon tiles? No, I don't think so. No, I think technically this is the matching wallpaper. We're not gonna go with that. Okay. Something plain. Put it on the plain side. Let's take a look at this. Oh. I kind of like that. So, yeah, that's great together. Wallpaper. I wish it had a dark baseboard. I wish the baseboard was not white. That's fine now. I like that. We'll go with that. At the very least, I don't hate it. I think it looks good though. Well, I do love this one. I use it all the time. It's very similar to the paranormal wallpaper. Throw. It's a good wall. I guess we'll use it. So we'll keep this in mind as an option. So we do have it in lots of colors. And then, of course, paranormal. And then Crystal Creations, I think is kind of like this too. Here's that. Oh, and it comes in a lovely green gold. I don't think I've ever used color. Let's see about this. I've never used the clawed out wallpaper in this grade. Infinity leaf. It comes in this teal, but it doesn't have like a true green. I do like using this a lot, though. Maybe we do crystal creations down here, and then maybe we'll do the clawed out wallpaper upstairs. And go around here, kind of. And then I feel behind the stairs, I almost want to use something else. Maybe not this, because I think that might be a bit too much, but something similar. Maybe, do I want to pull the brick that's outside? Oh, I kind of like that too. Oh, why is that so good? Okay. I think we're gonna do that. And then you call it. Break things up a bit. Oh, this is the problem that I was talking about, where trims come inside and make problems. I don't know why it does that. Because I would love to throw something on the wall here to divide the space. It doesn't work. Even though it's in some... Nice. Okay. Maybe. Maybe something. I wonder. Do you think if I put an arch there, it would still function? Do you think that that would work? I don't see why it wouldn't. This is the other problem I have, is that I hate arches. I think they're so ugly. I want nice arches. Why can't you do this for me? Need the bird flap. But because if I put column here, and I put a column here, and I tried to like use spandrel, it would be messed up. Yeah. I think we're just gonna have to live with it. Unless I want to switch out what's going on outside, which I always could, but I like what it's doing outside too much. Okay, Sims team, I need you to fix that. Freezes on the outside should not affect what's going on inside. I need you to fix that stat. Okay. And now for a wall for the kitchen. I could get the matching one, but I don't want to be that matchy-matchy. As pretty as it is. It's because the tiles are so small and so detailed, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. So, do we want to... Could always do another wallpaper in here. Or... I think this is supposed to be pool. Yeah, it's pool tile. But I kind of like it in kitchens. This is Love Struck pool tile. And maybe the one. Not in this kitchen, but I do like that. What about this get together tile? This mosaic tile. The tiles are too small. I think that's what's different about that Love Struck tile. Is that the tiles are not quite as small. They're a little bit bigger. I just don't know if it's going to come in a color that I want with that. Yeah, it's just at first I'm slightly off. And I don't know about this pale tile. Even though I do also like it. I'm not sure if it's really pulling in the Whimsigoth. Maybe. This is high school stuff. This could be something. Oh. Because we do also more pool time. This is pool time. So it's like stucco with a tile on top. Oh, with the little purple trim along the top. I mean, cover it up enough with cabinets. You know, I think that's gonna be it. I think we'll go with... I already know. Let's actually start with this brick wall, and then we can do like a feature wall or feature walls of wallpaper of this one. It's green. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. And then I think I may shove the bed against this one. I'm not sure. We'll see how it all fits together. But now that we're up here, actually, I'm gonna throw a fence so that, you know, Sims aren't dying as they, not that they would, but that looks unsafe. Oh, I scored for an instant. Yeah. Is it not? Oh, there it is. I was like, does it not come in railing? Like, of course it does. Oh, no, we're gonna have to move that window. That's fine. Okay. I think that's a good place to start. Also, probably a good place to pause. I'm just gonna pause and go feed the cat. Because otherwise, she's gonna get mad. So I will be back after the beast has been fed. I'm back. The beast that is my cat has been fed. Just going to check something quick. Oh, hello to people who were chatting. Hi. Sorry, I don't have the ability to see your chats on my screen while I'm building. Um, but yeah, very new to Twitch. Um, and I'm doing well, thanks. And I'm sorry, I should have said at some point that I can't always see your messages. I'm working off of one monitor right now, so I can't always see things. I'm working on it. Um, but if you are watching right now, thank you so much. This will also be um, going up on YouTube after it's done. So, and as always, well, not as always, but as I said before, I am where can I find friendly. So if you see an item that's custom in the game that I'm putting down and you want to know where to find it, um, you can send me an ask on Tumblr, post at me on BlueSky. Um, if you happen to catch the video on YouTube or go there, you can leave a question in the comments and I will try to find it and let you know. So yeah, I think we're gonna start with the kitchen. I think that's gonna be the easiest. Also, as always, the first tab here, and that makes it easy too. And I think where you might want to go with these herbalist outros. I love these. I use them all the time. Probably too much. These are also my Shuno-san. But I should probably throw in our appliances first, just so they actually make it in before I start doing other stuff. Do I this appliances? I do have options for things that are a little bit more gothic, of course, from Realm of Magic and Life and Death and all that sort of stuff, but I do think that I just like the look of the more sleek appliances. So we are going to go with that, but I might choose a stove that's very different. Nice. I have this double stove. That's super. I am gonna have to shove it into place though if I want to use it. So I think I'm gonna throw down some counters. And then once I have some counters in place, I'll use this as a guide for placing the stove. And I am going to be placing the stove with move objects on, but it should still be functional. It just won't slot exactly into place like this. There's that weird overlap. Just the joy of sometimes using custom content. Okay. And I do like the blue swatch here for the kitchen to go with the floors. I think it's complementary. I like it. Counter, throw that end piece. I think should be able to slot that there. Now we do need to put in a sink. But I think that we might be able to just shove it right here. Be a little bit weird, but it's fine. And then I can use one of these countersinks that I never use. Because typically I'm putting a sink in a counter. Oh, but I do have this one. Do you like how this one looks? Oh, that might be the vibe. That might be the vibe. It's called an outdoor sink because it's a part of Thalia's Sunwoven set. And it's got like plotting materials down in there. But I think that the person who lives in this house, who frankly probably is a witch, is probably using those anyway. Okay, so you've got that. I like that. Kitchen should be reasonably functional. So go in and I want a vent hood. I always want a vent hood. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to alter this at least two. Or does it kind of work with it? No, I don't like it center. We'll move that around after I put in some upper cabinets. So we have matching ones. It's my Shuno sun. It's great. Now, do I want to use this color? Do I want to use a different? Ooh, I might want to use a different color. Or I could use a totally different set of upper cabinets. That's also an option. So these are from a Realm of Magic concluders. These are upper cabinets for Realm of Magic, because for some reason, this goes back to the problem that I was talking about earlier, with Realm of Magic seeming like it was made in a weekend. There are no upper cabinets that go with the kitchen cabinets. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about that set. It just is weird. Okay. Do I want to use something else? I do have this other Michuno set. It's like this. I don't like that the metals aren't matching. It's like that. There. I like that better. The gold and the gold. Even though all metals are neutrals and therefore go together, sometimes you just want them to match. Alright. Do we want to use... Oh, maybe go... Oh, I think maybe that's the answer. Maybe life and death is the answer. It so often is. And we'll just do left. Oh, across these windows. Oh. Put that in there, and then because I put them up so high, I can put a full cabinet over the fridge. Okay, now that those are in place, I think I'm gonna move this over just a little bit so it's centered over kind of like the burner part of the stove. It's kind of shoved up into the cabinets a little bit. But do I want it to be level? I think it. Yeah, that looks good. And we're just gonna... Can we ignore that? Can I ignore that? It does look weird. But I think I can ignore it. I think it's okay. If I really hate it, I'll put a shelf up there and put plants on it. and other clutter that'll hide everything that I don't like. Okay. Um, yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, I like that. I think it looks good. Okay. Where are the Sims gonna eat though? That's their problem. That really is their problem, not mine. Okay, that's right. Super quick. And then we will sort out a living space. Okay, so let's throw down essentials. We're gonna start with the shower because the showers are so finicky. It's annoying. I could do like a combination shower bathtub, but I don't think this is that kind of house. Like this is very much like one sim lives here and nobody else. Okay. None of these watches working for me. Now I can always go for a shower and then like build it because we've gone all tile in here. That might be what we do. Oh well, we have the life and death shower. I don't hate that. I like that green with the green that we've done. I am gonna just shove it into the wall a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Tiniest little bit. Okay. I think that's the littlest amount we can shove it into the wall. So it's built in. Or at least it looks that way, and it should work like that. If it doesn't, don't tell me. That is also a Karen and Connie trick. It usually doesn't bother me, but I think when I'm working on something like this that I want to be like so cohesive and put together, at that point it bothers me. But if I'm just like playing, it does not bother me. And we'll go back through and like put in decor and clutter and all that jazz in like the kitchen and stuff. I just want to get like our basic furniture down before we really get into it. Okay. So I think surely we have other better options. We might not. We might not have good options. Okay. Whimsigoth bathroom is definitely not going to be in the fixtures. It's going to be in what we do outside of the fixtures. I could go back to the life and death and throw it not that one. Where's where's the green that matches the shower? Oh, there it is. Well, that's nice. It's definitely an option, but surely I have other options that could also be good. I'm sure you'd prefer to listen to the music than the sound of my voice. If you can even hear the music, I hope you can. I have the game music on, which I almost never do because usually when I'm playing by myself, I've got like a podcast on or something that I'm listening to. I do like the idea of some kind of shelving. that looks a little too modern, a little too fancy, which I think is also the problem I'm having with the Life and Death Sing. Do I want to go Vampire Sing? Maybe I want to go Vampires. I don't hate Sing. It might be what I want. Oh, I like it. I like that actually. Okay. And maybe we swap that out for Vampire Toilet. Or, oh, I just downloaded this actually. Okay. There, I think that actually, I like that. I like that. Okay. We'll just throw in a mirror, and we'll, like I said, we'll come back through everything, and give everything what it deserves, what it needs. Do this werewolf mirror, a beautiful werewolf mirror. Love this mirror. Is gonna take up a nice chunk of this wall, so I don't have to worry about that. And I do have other options, but werewolf mirror is always... she's always the queen. Oh, I do have... I could also go coffin mirror. That's an option. Or, this is another one that we could do. Imprisoned skeleton mirror. Both the imprisoned skeleton and the coffin are both by a Hungarian CC creator. Their name is Lapanamona. If you want to look them up, we're probably going to be putting a lot of their clutter in once we do clutter. I recently downloaded just a couple of their kind of more gothic sets, and they're so beautiful. Okay, so I think we're gonna leave werewolf mirror for now. And if I want to change it, I'll change it. Okay, so for our living space, I really want to put a love seat into that little nook. I think that's what we have to do. We've made a nook, and now we should sit in it. Okay. Now we could do book nook. It's literally nook. But I don't know, I think we could have more fun. I do have this. This is something. I think the Sims 3 conversion? Yeah, I think this is a Sims 3 to 4 conversion. It's definitely fun. I haven't found a place to use it. Maybe it's here. It's got a lot of height. Let's see what else we have. I do love this paranormal love seat. And I think it really suits kind of the Whimsigoth vibes in here that we want to embody. I think that's the swatch that I want to go with. I like that. Okay. Now we could switch a dining table right into this little corner against this wall. Just barely. If I have a table I like. Not cards. Dining tables. Okay. Ooh, this is literally called a Whimsigoth table. Oh, and that's so nice. I do like. What are other swatches look like? Ooh, okay. Okay, that's fun. Oh, I kind of like that. The pan. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that table. And then we're gonna go with some chairs that don't match, or at least don't match the table, because I think part of Whimsigoth to me is bringing in lots of different pieces and textures and uniting them together, reusing things. Um, you know, it's kind of like the same core concept of something like punk, where the goal is to kind of stand against mainstream consumption. I don't know if this is really the space to be discussing. Um, Everything to do with like what it means to be punk or to be goth, because I'm certainly not an expert by any means. Um, I don't know. I think there's a lot of value in kind of sitting with those concepts and evaluating with ourselves, like more like beyond just like the aesthetic of something. What does that aesthetic mean in the broader sense? And how are we like embodying that in the world? And with goth, a lot of it, from my understanding and my experience, um, has to do with standing against, well, there's the music subculture aspect to it, of course. Why is the church event? Um, maybe this is a stool moment. This might be a stool moment. That might work better. Um, why is it clipping like that? Okay, now it'll clip. Um, but what was I saying? The music. Okay, so there's the music, like goth music as a genre, and then there's like goth style, but there's also the goth counterculture movement, um, which kind of exists within those things. So it's not like exclusive to um, like I personally don't think that you have to like listen to goth music in order to participate in the goth movement, if that makes sense. Um, it's like when we talk about counterculture movements, whether that's goth or punk or any of them, what we're actually talking about is not the aesthetic or the music. We're talking about what people who are a part of that um, counterculture or subculture, rather, stand for. Um, I think within the Gothic subculture, there's a lot of like railing against mainstream religion and ideas about how we're allowed to use our bodies and what is kind of considered like, I've messed this whole kitchen up. I have to fix this. Um, and like how we choose to like show up in the world. And that regardless of how we choose to show up, um, whether you look like what is considered to be acceptable in the mainstream or not, you deserve to be respected. Um, I think that is a lot more integral to the Gothic movement than, say, what you look like. And, there's that may not be how other people see it, and that's totally okay. Like, I am not the arbiter of what it means to be goth by any means. That's not like why I'm here. That's not my job. Oh, that makes me sad. Oh, you know what? We're actually gonna do that, and we're gonna put a trash can in that corner. I think that might be the best thing to do with that corner, actually. Um, use totally separate trash cans in Sims 4 are way more important than they ever were in Sims 2 or 3. Well, Sims 3, they were a little bit more important. But Sims 2, you did not need. No one needed a can that much. Okay, now this is kind of automatically centered. I'm just gonna raise it up one with the 9 key, and I think that'll work. That's good. It's good light. But yeah, we don't need trash cans for hardly anything in Sims 2. So I almost never put them in my builds when I'm building in Sims 2. The only time I feel like I ever need them for like gameplay wise is for like throwing away like bottles for babies. I feel like that's the only time ever I use them. Because every lot in Sims 2 comes like pre-equipped with an outdoor trash can. Reminds me. We're gonna need that. And we're also gonna need a mailbox. Once again, something that I have to like adjust in my thinking of like how I build and how we play. It's just different. Okay, I want to have like a little entry situation, but I think we need some sort of bookcase. I think if we like do a bookcase kind of like here, it'll almost act a little bit like a divider. It doesn't have to be super tall, just storage. That's where it is. Now, I recently downloaded some CC, that's add-on for Crystal Creations. So I have these, like, it's like they took the Crystal Creation bookcases and they kind of made them more modular, almost like the Book Nook kit. I'm actually going to switch into Crystal Creations because they're tagged with it, so it'll be easier for me to find all the pieces. This is what I was wanting. This guy. So we can put him here. Slide it back a little bit so less of a chance of interfering with our seating here. And now we have a little bookcase that is pretty, it has molding and looks nice, and we'll be able to have it look how we want. Yeah, I think we might just stick with the base swatch on that. I think that is the most neutral, and then we can do whatever we want to it. And that should function as a regular bookcase. No reason it shouldn't. Let me see actually if it says who made. Okay, this is Crystal Creations by Mode Expanded by Peacemaker _IC. They didn't just do the bookcases, they also did more tables and all sorts of other like add-ons for Crystal Creations. It's great. I love it. So instead of just having the bookcase like either with or without, you also have these. This is narrow, and then there's narrow and the same and 2 tiles, narrow, short, and 1 tile. It's great. Now, I think want... I think what we're gonna do is I want to try to use this trunk. And because an entryway does not need to be functional, because this is a surface, what I'm gonna do is I am going to throw some decorative cushions on this to make it look like a place where you can put on or take off your shoes when you come in. I think that's what I want to do. I could do this with the studded trunk of secrets, actually. Let me grab that and see which one I like better. Because the other great thing about the studded trunk of secrets is I put things in it during gameplay. It is bigger than this one, though, I think. The other annoying thing when you have CC is that when you go searching for something in the catalog, it doesn't pop to it right away. Okay, this might actually be a better size too. I suppose it's gonna come down to the swatches and which one I like better. So we do have these beautiful now these are nice. I might end up I could use both. Might use this one upstairs, actually. I'm gonna just throw it upstairs. And then when we get to upstairs, I will find a place for it, and it'll be super cool. And I do like this one, like this. Let's cushions. What do I know I have options. Come on now. Don't do that to me. Oh crap. Don't worry, I'm gonna take off that pillow once I'm done placing this. I just needed that there, taking up that slot. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I think what we really need is something that's gonna, like, go on top of it. Like there's pillows. These. This is much. They're not going to match up perfectly. I think I'm okay with it, though. I like it too much. It's just going to be freaking out a little bit in the overlap. And I'm okay with that, because I think it looks really cool. Okay. Speaking of Mona, I recently got her moody hallway set. So I think I'm gonna use some of that in here. Also, if I'm saying Mona wrong, I'm so sorry. I really love all of the stuff. And we do have this. This is cute. With the little bat. So we can do that. Or we also have this. I think the bat is gonna have to be for another time, unfortunately. But center the sky. Perfect. And I might throw some shoes next to it. That might be fun. Don't think there's any shoes in this set, unfortunately. We are going to be coming back to Lapanamona, though, for all of these wonderful skulls. So, what do? We need entryway. That's right. Range. I don't know if it's just me, but I think the Grange mudroom shoes look gigantic. And like, maybe I'm crazy, but I think they look way too big. So I always size them down. And I think we need an entryway rug. I'll look for that in just a second. What are doing? Wanted to. Definitely want to keep that as an option. Let's actually shove this one in here. In our nook. I like that. I think I do like this as our entryway rug. What are we gonna do in this corner here? I don't think we have room for a TV anymore. At least not on this floor. Turn on mirror? Maybe it's mirror? I don't know that there's room for any activities. Maybe we have room for a guitar somewhere. I don't know if... It's such a weird little space right by the door here. Maybe something kind of indoor-outdoor, like maybe some of the Go Lifestyle plant racks. I always like those. Yeah, we'll throw 2 of those over in this corner. It's like part of like inside and outside. Like these could be like for kitchen herbs. And I think I'm gonna see if I can throw like a stereo on top of it. Stereo. I guess technically it would be a radio. I don't know. Maybe something, maybe a record player type jam. The way to go. This is pretty big. I think I might just go for, is it the Cozy Kitchen Kit? No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. What I'm thinking of is this one. Is this Modern Luxe? Or is this Vintage Glamour? What is that? Oh, it is Modern Luxe. Modern Luxe Kit actually has lots of Art Deco in it if you're ever looking. I feel like I always choose this swatch there. I just like it. I think it looks nice. I like it. Okay. So, got that. I think it might be time to decorate. Get out our things. Oh, I'm gonna throw in a fire alarm. Because if it can be functional, it might as well be. We're just gonna hide it up in the cabinets. Oh, and I guess we'll put in a burglar. I guess. Put that in. Yeah, we'll keep it on that side. Because theoretically, if it went on this side, in terms of like realism, this is also terrible because this wood floor would be ruined. But also it would possibly ruin the fire alarm. Theoretically, in the real world. But who's gonna stop us? Not me. Now, it would be really easy to go for the paranormal curtains. Am I gonna fight the paranormal curtains? Which ones do I? I'm not fighting curtains, by the way. I'm embracing them. What? It kind of matches our couch. That's the some more texture. Now I think what I would like to put over this kitchen sink are some herbs. Couple different options. And in fact, because I have a couple different options, maybe I'll put multiple. Oh, jeez. Let's see. We'll need to just be a little bit smaller. Maybe we do 0.6? 0.6? Yeah, I think that's a good size. I just don't want them clipping too much with the door frame. Now, does it make sense to put drying herbs over a sink? Maybe not. But do I care? Not enough. And we also have this other one. They don't really go together though. Maybe not that. So we do have other options here. So also, oh, I think that might be the move to have that coming down from the ceiling. Yeah, I like that. This is more my Chuno-san, by the way. This is from the Freya collection. And I could potentially like shrink the short wall height one down and do like 2 layers of hanging herbs, but because we're in a tiny home, I just don't feel like we have the space. But I do like doing that with these Maishino-san herb things, especially the round one, just to show you what I like to do with this one. I really like doing this, where you have in like a space with medium walls, and you could also do this with tall wall heights, is having the short wall height one, and then you put the medium wall height one in the same space, so you have like a double-decker herb drying chandelier. I just think it's cool. All right. So since we've established that a very space-conscious witch lives here, we're also way past being starter home. I think that's a really good guide our decor choices in the kitchen as well. Gotta have coffee. Because all of my Sims are in spirit as coffee obsessed as I am. I'll put this skull over next to the record player. What else do we want to put in? Oh, I do like the ceramic teapot. And this particular stove comes with slots. Valia put slots on the stove. Thank you, Valia. That is wonderful for me. Okay. Plates and bowls if we want to put them somewhere. It's an option. But it's not really, I think, the vibe we're going for. I think we're going for more. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. A little bit more apothecary, I guess. What's in these? Probably just sugar and flour, but they look cool. The other problem with having a lot of custom content is that not everybody agrees on where everything should be categorized. So you might end up with some clutter items in sculptures, might be in clutter, might be in miscellaneous. You just have to go hunting every single time. But it's fine, it's fun. It's like a little scavenger hunt. I love onsen ducky. We're gonna put onsen ducky in the bathroom. The black one. So he's got. He's definitely going in. Because I love onsen ducky. This duck, if you want it, is from Sibyllette's Ready or Not bathroom set. And I love him. Every time I make a build, I try to put him in there somewhere. Because I think, like, the base game, like, the Sims 4 rubber duck is okay. But he's elegant and relaxed. Look at him. Oh, you'll see better in other clips. Look! He's sleeping. He's relaxed. He's having a nice time at the hot spring. It's a very sweet, relaxed rubber duck. Alright. think this is a separated, yeah, it's a separated realm of magic. It's separated by Brazen Lotus, not Lois. Brazen Lotus. But that looks like it could be a kitchen implement of some kind. I'm gonna put this on the shelf. Are they incantation boxes? Are they board games? No one knows. Oh, I do also have this mocha pot. I could use that. But I like the weathered look of that. It speaks to me. I don't know what it says, but it speaks to me. Really, I'm just going through and picking out things that I like. There is no method. I rarely am looking for specific things. I'm just pulling things out of the catalog and finding spots for them. Yeah, stuff. This pantry jar. I guess we can go with those for kitchen sink. Slot right on there. I love this sink, but the thing about it that sucks is that it only has one slot. I can always like 9-key and tool mod and move objects my way into putting more stuff on it, but it'd be nice if I think if it had more than one slot. It's like there's certainly room for it to have more slots. Want candles on the dining table? Do I want flowers? I think we'll do maybe a plant of some kind. But I do like the idea of the candle. I have other candles though, so I might swap that out. Don't think the red one. Oh, maybe. I might change though, because we have other great candles. Oh, I've been putting these in like every build lately that I do. So they're also Sibyllette. They're these beautiful books. I think I'm gonna put them on that shelf there. Just put them in, and they're so pretty. Let's do the bright pink. Bright pink Dutch oven. That's what every Whimsigoth kitchen needs. We'll do some little herby planters. Oh, I do sometimes like to put these on top of fridges, but is it weird that they will not get any sunlight really in this corner? Maybe. But it's kind of one of the only places I can put them right now. Oh, my Shino Sun has this, it's like a basket with mushrooms in it. I think that's what I want. Oh, I like that. I don't know if I have anywhere to put that down here, but I like it. You could just put it. This is one of my new favorite plants. You could put it over here. It's fine. We're only flipping the tiniest little bit. We have a better pot color. We have blue. Okay. Oh, these are what I was talking about, the backsplash pieces. Since the Cosmos backsplash. The only thing about backsplash, excuse me, is that it doesn't work with Windows, sadly. Which, do I want to bring these windows down? They down. How's that look on the outside? Oh, it looks fine. Because of that trim. Yeah, I think having the windows down a little bit makes more sense. Looks a little better. Flying out. This room is so small. This is what I wanted. It's a little big, so I'm just gonna size it down a little bit. It's nice. And I think I don't want those. I think I want this instead. Yeah, that's nice. I don't build exclusively with my Shino-san, but I totally could. This has great things. But let's go look at the Panamona. See what she's got. Might go in a kitchen. Oh, little tiny succulent. I'll do little tiny succulent. Oh yeah, this is a great thing. We'll put this over here. Oh, that can go kind of clips a little bit, but it can go in that slot. And now people won't try to use the slot. I'm gonna do that. I don't love the way it's flipping. Just slide it in here. Could do curtains on these, but I kind of don't feel like I need to because they're frosted. And honestly, I don't think we have the space. Curtains can take up a lot of real estate. More than you would think, certainly. Ooh. I'll grab this guy for the bathroom, actually. Oh, I do love this light. We'll put them. Beautiful hanging plant and a light. So wonderful. Honestly, I don't feel like I need to over-clutter the kitchen. Because there's just not very much space. So I feel like if it got too cluttered, it would just feel unusable. But as I go on, if I find more things that I want to put in the kitchen, I won't stop myself. Oh, we could do, oh, the mini cauldron. I do kind of want to do one of my mini cauldrons. Because I have several mini cauldrons. Oh, and we could put it on the stove. It's like mini. I don't know why I like that. It's like, just like you have your tiny house, now you have your tiny cauldron. Just the regular ones are massive. It's not functional, but it's so cute. I think yeah, we're gonna go with that. Oh, that's so funny to me. You want to do fruit bowl? Do fruit bowl. Fruit bowl is always nice. Okay. Table plant. You need a table plant. I do always like the tulip picture. It's kind of big for that too. Size it down. I don't remember any of these swatches. I don't know that they're gonna work here. Oh, this is all Ravishing. Ravishing separated out a bunch of plants in-game, like, that are from different packs. Like, this is actually part of a, like, 3-piece plant thing from Movie Hangout, I think. Yeah. But now it's separate, so you could have just the little cactus in a teacup if you want. And that's Ravishing did that. Ravishing also made that Smeg fridge that I put in. Yeah. You do always like this, but it's gigantic. Do you want to go? I don't hate it, but I feel like I could find something I like. Once again, it's been a minute. If there's somebody in the chat, I'm sorry if I can't see you. I, once again, only got one monitor, and I don't have access to look at the chat right this second, and I'm sorry. But if you are there, thank you. Oh, I like that. That might be it. Size down so it's little. Yeah, I think I like that. Maybe a little bit bigger. Get up too odd. We haven't done really any, but I kind of want something over the couch. So let's see what we have. So many choices. Oh, I do have this whole set of Dark Academia wall art. This is all from Sims 4 Luxury is the creator. And the great thing about these is that they are designed with a gallery wall in mind. So you could, like move them together, like tessellate, however you wanted to. Tessellate, y'all know that word? Y'all watch that episode of Cyber Chicks' Pants? Or it's just me? It's just me, don't tell me, I'll be sad. But if you do know what I'm talking about, please tell me. Because that will make me very happy. I have other options. I do wish I had all of like the different pictures with the frames. Or that, yeah, that I could choose frames independently. The only thing about these is they're not adding a lot of color, but I think because the couch is so striking that that's okay. Let me just check one thing real quick. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that things were still going okay, that if you're watching that you can still see things. And it looks like you can. Oh, I should get out my butterflies. These are the Moriel friends. Oh, and we do also have the big bugs. I like that. Well, we could bring more color because this has so many options. This is the Moriel set. If you just look for Moriel fauna and flora, you should be able to find this. There's lots of different prints like this that are a part of this set that I love to use whenever I'm going a little bit weird in my builds. They're also oddly great for kids' rooms. Like, for instance, if you have a kid who's really into spiders or bugs, or butterflies, like this is like the swatch that's in the icon. Beautiful, like not quite botanical prints. I don't know. I guess that's an entomological print, technically. Unless the study of butterflies has a more specific name that I don't know. Which is entirely possible. I do think we're gonna go with that dragonfly one, though. I don't know. I like it. It's funky. A little creepy. At least creepy for people who don't like bugs. I still don't like it could have put a pillar on the wall. It's frustrating. Oh, I think I should put down a bath mat. Speaking of the bathroom, I think that would be a good idea. I don't know, you're liable to slip and hit your head if you were to walk on that without a rug. Let's see. There is the rectangular rug that I want. I know that it's here somewhere. Can you hear me, cat along? Give me the rug that I want, please. Because it's this set that's rectangular. It's not that one. Where are you hiding, little rug? Shouldn't be like that much deeper into the metal rug. That would be weird. Why am I blind? Why can I not find this rug? I'm wearing my glasses. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, fine. I will cave and search for it. Here it is. The fourth one is so hard to find. I think I want to do the dark blue. I think that'll be nice. Yeah. I think that'll work. I think that works much better than the green from this set. Oh, the green's okay, but I like the contrast from the blue. Or maybe it's complementary. I don't know. I want that, but slightly smaller. So. 0.9. And I think we need some soap. Some soap for the sink. Oh, and I usually use this as like hand towel for my sinks. Just size it down a little bit. I think we need a whole crop right here. We hop over here into apps. Hopefully. If we got something good. So I could just use the regular size version of this, but I think it looks weird. I don't think it I think it looks like a hand towel, not like a bath towel. I think that's technically a hand towel. I do use this one a lot. I'm okay. Do we want, I think we'll move on to Ducky over here. And then we'll have room for soap and toothbrushes. I'll just do some glitter soap. Oh, I gotta cover that window. I said I would. Okay. Window coverings. Let's see. I do have these great blinds. No. What are you doing?
See.
Jeez. What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. Move this window here. And just place the window back. And okay. Now, you could... Sims could conceivably caliper that window, and it doesn't look weird. These blinds are from the Valia Mediterranean set. I use them all the time. They work in almost any space. They're just so neutral and helpful. And they come in all sorts of different configurations. So this one's like all the way down, and the ones I put up are like the highest ones, and then there's also one that's in the middle, and then there's also this. I've never used this. It's like shaped. I think it's like if it was to go over like an accent on your window. So it wouldn't clip, but I've never used that for anything. Okay, that's like a good initial pass of the first floor. I may come down and put something else because this middle space feels kind of blank, feels kind of unused. I could put a little. We might, you know what? Let's try for a TV. Let's try. Some sort of little accent table. I could go get something that's specifically a TV table, but I don't think I need to. Oh, this is another one of those pieces that I was talking about. This is the Crystal Creations accent table, but it's one tile instead of two. Right. Lemon colored. Ah. I don't know, it's just so clean. I don't know, maybe, you know what? The sim that lives here got it refinished. They refinished the table. We'll just go with that. That way I don't hate that it looks so new next to all of my wood that isn't. And we can put it here. Let's go with this one because it's a vintage thing. Now I don't remember necessarily when TVs quite looked like this, but I remember just about when they looked like this, but bigger. Okay. Yeah, that should be functional. Can't have too many people watching the TV while sitting on the couch, but you know what? If you had one sim or a couple that lived here, you could do that. Alright. First floor done. Second floor time. Put away the studded trunk for the moment. And let's take a look at bed options. We have so many. Now I have been really into putting this bed into places, and I do like it as an option, but I've been using it so much. I think I want to try to do something a little different. If I can't find something else that I like, we'll just come back to it. That's okay. I don't really like the super light rattan in the back. I don't think that that's the mood. I wish these... I really love this bed frame. I wish that the bedding came in different swatches. It's also a my Shuno-san bed. These days, I think this set is a little bit older. These days, what my Shuno-san is doing, which is great, is making separate bedding and bed frames. are awesome. And they're not the only creator that's doing that. Several creators are doing things like that, actually. Another one of theirs, though. And I could even, I mean, that doesn't quite fit on there, but would it fit on the drawing? Oh, bed frame, maybe. Oh, it doesn't quite fit on that either. Darn. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I did just get these. These are Lapana Bona too. Oh, this might be the one. Oh, this one. Okay. This one's definitely the one to beat. No, we're not doing the Princess Cordelia bed because we're not insane. Okay, I do have this bed. This could also, I think the bed frame for this one is in sculptures, actually. Be nice if I categorized it all. Place. I do like this bed, but unfortunately it disappears, and I haven't taken it out yet, which is too bad because I really like it, and it's got some great swatches, lots of swatches, as you can see here. But it just disappears. Just disappears whenever you put it down. I don't know why. We could do the life and death bed. The life and death bed is very good. Cottage living bed, also good. Not in that swatch. Oh my goodness. What swatches of like bedspreads do we have? I didn't even think about that I could put the bed into there. Food for thought. It's not that I dislike plaid. I just dislike that. That's cute, I guess. Not really the vibe, though. I do like the wrought iron bed frame. That's growing together, I think. To learn, I think. But that is cute. If I had done medium walleye up here, I could. I mean, at this point, like, it doesn't not fit the Realm of Magic bed. I don't think that's really the move. This is high school years. Oh. I like that. I like that it's neutral. I like that, actually, a lot. I'm thinking, let's put that there. And we're gonna have the studded trunk of secrets act like one of our end tables. Like one of the side tables for the bed. And this should function like this. This should be fine. And if it's not, don't tell me. because it looks cool and I like it. And then the other thing that I've been really into doing is having like a low table on one side of the bed and then doing like a big shelf on the other side. Or like a multi-tier plant stand. So let's see about doing that. Let's see what our options are. I could always go for these, but I did reject the rattan earlier. So it would be kind of, I don't know, I feel like it would be a little bit of a double standard of me. But it does come without that, but I like the dimension of it. Well, let's look at other things. The triptych shelf is nice. I have something similar though that I think would fit better. But I've used it for this concept several times already. And I think I'm gonna do something different. That is way too big. I do also have these. These are pantry shelves, actually. They're from a pantry set. And I love using these when I want to do like tons of shelves with clutter. We might come back to these because I'm going to put in a desk, I think, over in this area. And I might want to build it in with some cluttered shelves. I'll do a couple of these. I think that's for a different build. We're not quite capturing the vibe. Do you have these? These are Valia again, which is great. These are wall shelves. So they're gonna snap to the wall no matter what. And I think it looks weird on its own. And yes, I will continue to be very specific. This was the thing that I was thinking of that's similar to the triptych shelf. This is also Valia. This is from the Sunwoven set, which is the new set that they're working on. I'm obsessed. I love this set, and I love this plant stand. But I've used it a lot recently. So, well, that's very similar to the other thing that I already did. I do have this. Actually, though, it might be. I haven't used this yet, actually. Could kind of sink it into the wall a little bit, so it's not quite so up front. Just a little bit. Oh. Yeah, I think that's what we need. And yes, we are going to clutter that shelf like crazy. It's big full of stuff. And it does come in other colors. Oh. With green? Yeah, I think that's gotta be the way to go. Gotta be. Now I think some art over here. Well, we'll get to that first. A desk. And we're gonna ignore that these windows and these windows are different heights. We're gonna ignore that. Or do it? Nah, we're gonna ignore that because these had to be higher because of the porch roof. It's fine. What? Oh, I just got this desk. I love this desk. I think we gotta do this desk. And even they all come in kind of like scuffed swatches with like little marks on them. I think that's perfect. Now, unfortunately, no matter what laptop or computer, probably a laptop, but no matter what computer I put with this desk, it will cover up this little door, which is so sad. But it's fine. I'll live. But I might be able to find one that doesn't. So we'll keep that in mind. That we want to find a computer that doesn't block the little door. Alrighty. Yes. Gotta be. Gotta be The Sims 4 Luxury Dark. Give me a chair. Let's look at our swatches. Oh, how could I say no to them? We can't. We gotta do that one. I might go for some cabinets on either side of this if I decide I want them. Electronics. That's what I'm looking for. We're getting to the point where I'm just tired. I can't remember what I'm looking for. Well, this one doesn't cover it up too much. We do also have this one. Covers it up a little more. Oh, that's very sleek. That's nice. Oh, and it comes in so many colors. Okay. Now, I don't know, besides being a witch, who the person who lives in this house is. They must be a bit of a gardener, I think, since we've got the garden stuff downstairs. Perhaps a writer. I don't know, I feel like every time I make a house, I just put in the skills that I like. Oh, we should get a journal. So of course, everyone has a journal. Okay. No witch should be without her tarot cards, unless she's the type of witch who doesn't read tarot. What do we think? We could do, I think I want to put a flower arranging table in the garden. So I do have this one. I mean, just put it out there to mark that I want one. Because I have other options too. I'm looking up for room for a gemology table. I feel like I don't always. Because it's pretty big. But we already have the desk, and I feel almost like it might be too much. Could also do an easel. Yeah. So I feel like it's just, it doesn't take up too much space. And we actually might have enough room for a cauldron up here. Depending. You know what? Just search. I can spell. Cauldron. Oh, no. No, we don't have enough room for cauldron. I do have enough room for this little one. It's a plant that we're gonna put on the trunk. I don't know why these are so shy. I feel like they could have made a smaller version. Like, you have to have a whole separate room, and that's the cauldron's room. What else? Seance table. Same problem as the cauldron. I don't think I've ever put a seance table in a build. Yet. I do feel like I have room for an upright piano, though. And I kind of want an upright piano. I'm gonna move the desk over. We're gonna put a piano in this corner, I think. Yeah, we've got room. Move it a little bit so. And I am gonna use the horse ranch one because I want the withered wood. I don't know how they got the piano up here. It's just up here now. Because this not fitting up those stairs. And none of these windows are big enough. Oh, but I could use this one's also my Shuno Sun, and it's a little bit smaller. No, I think I like this one. Let's put a rug down. I think that's gonna help with making things look a little less empty. Time. Let's see. Is that one downstairs? I do Crystal Creations rug. I do love Crystal Creations rug. But I have other options too. Not quite at that size, but still. Like, yeah, a different color. Have some options. So I feel like I want some color in the rug because everything else is very neutral, except for some greens. And I like that. I like the peacock feather motif here. And I think it's time to decorate. think we should have more curtains up here, considering it's a bedroom. Window coverings. I do love these for rent curtains, but I'm not sure if that's what we want up here. We could also do not pom-poms. It's kind of better than another swatch. Oh, I kind of like that. That's, I wonder if there's a smaller one I could use for the small windows, because it doesn't quite fit on that. Storybook nursery? Yes! Nope, only those. Okay. Well, I could hopefully size them. Oh, and they come in a purple. Like our purple roof. They do look a little odd sized down, but is it odd enough to bother me? I think it is. The clip. That's why it looks weird. Clips. Wrong side. That's kind of cool, actually. Also means I don't need to put other art on that wall. But I think we need smaller curtains for this side, just because of the objects packed in over here. Maybe we stay with that kind of like wimply tone. Take that, size it down. Want more texture, I think. You know what never fails? The cozy bistro table side lace curtains. Perfect for any occasion. Maybe for this one we just kind of frame it with the Desert Luxe curtains. So that, like, there's curtains, but we can still enjoy the full stained glass of it. We're just gonna go. Oh, right. Is it weird that the curtains don't match? Yes, but it's weird on purpose. And I'm gonna get this out because I want it. We can also do a big skull. Big skull over the bed. Maybe not the time for big skull. But it's there if we want it. Big skull is always there, waiting for its time. There will be a time for big skull, though. Now, what? I'm gonna put on the shelf. Do you think I'm gonna put out one of these, though? They're just little prints. slots. Fine. And we'll put it on the desk. Okay. What's in there? No one knows. What else? Always gotta go. Wrong one. I do love a notebook. Always love notebooks. And there's always room for more notebooks. I think so anyway. But maybe that's just because I'm a notebook hoarder. And candle? Let's do candle. Oh, that's right. I was gonna look at other candles for downstairs. But I kind of like the candle that I have down there, so I think we're gonna keep it. I don't know if we're like classic perf girly here. I think it's more. I feel like she's more of an essential oil girly. I don't know. Could always do glasses. I think they go better on the desk though. Let's do glasses on the desk. We do have mortar and pencil, always good for a witch. And this is always great. I love this box too. It always looks cool, and it takes up a lot of space. This is, oh, this is also Sibyllette. Cool. Oh, you can't see me. I'm dancing in my chair. Music is fun. The music is so very different. This is so different from like classic Sims music. I don't know why that just struck me, but it is. That is giant. Is not going on the shelf. And we do already have Skelly downstairs. That's what he's named. This is Skelly. Oh, but you know what we don't have downstairs? Is the skull that's a planter. Where is he? Little succulent planter. That's a skull. What? No, I think natural colors is fun. Yeah. We'll keep it on top of there for now. Well, I don't know why this is so big. Yeah, I think it fits better on the desk actually. But now that we're here with La Panamona, we can grab some other things. Like this mushroom terrarium. Isn't it cute? And got our moon cycles. I don't know if we have a good place to put this. That's too bad. Put it downstairs. Oh, we can put this in the stairwell. Wish that came in other swatches too. I like it. Did y'all know? If you've never played Sims 2, you might not know this. And if you've never watched anybody play it, it used to be that the way that your Sim's personality was determined was by a series of like different points. and then they would fall into like a certain into one of the zodiacs based on the number of like the different points. And they were all like scales, and you could just put different points in the scales. There was, let's see, there was like from grouchy to nice. There was lazy to active, sloppy to neat, shy to outgoing. That might have been it. There were 5, I think. Shy, nice, neat. Oh, and then there was playful. Was another one? I think there were 5 different ones. Oh, I think it was nice and mean and then grouchy and playful. But yeah, they would have like their points assigned, and then that would put them in one of the different zodiacs. And part of attraction in Sims 2 was the different zodiac signs and how those interacted. And there were specific zodiac signs that liked each other, or one that did like another, but actually the other one hated that zodiac sign. It was a whole big mess. People would make like algorithms to like figure out which Sims would be attracted to each other. Is insane. And now we just have traits. And things are a little bit more, they're a little bit simpler. I do like traits as like a thing. I think it's a fun idea. And there are mods that add traits to Sims 2. I think I'm gonna do the gold snake actually. This is another fun fact about me, if you care. I accidentally made myself the snake girl. Like, I just started like acquiring snake things, and like I have a tattoo that's with a snake and all sorts of things like that, but it was never intentional. It just kind of happened. Do we like this? Do we like? What's the other option? How are these different? Okay. I don't think so. I don't think now is the time for this. Another day. I am kind of down with butterfly. Preserved butterfly. Ooh, that's kind of fun with like the crystals hanging down in front of it. I like that. Okay. Oh, and we also have these butterflies in a bell jar. That's also fun. Oh, and we have crystals. Let's throw down some crystals. And still with crystals. I use him a lot. I think he's one of the La Panamona pieces I've had the longest. I went looking for more goth stuff recently, and then I found her again. It was like all this stuff that I did. So some of this stuff is new to me. Do we want this big old Oh, but it's hiding the snake. It's okay, we'll move the snake over here. One thing that I have been on the lookout for is a vampire hunting kit. Like a piece of CC that's a vampire hunting kit. If you're familiar at all with that. Like conceptually. I just think it would be funny. to have on hand to decorate with. Uh, Even though it's quite similar to like different apothecary kits. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put that down. Here's the thing that it goes in. This is so fun. So this is a hanging plant. And it goes inside the cage. How cool is that? I think I can raise it up a little bit. And that should be fine. Just want to make sure. Yeah. Looks so good. Okay. Need to get something to throw on this wall. Let's pop over to decoration. I think I might have looked at wall decorations already. But it's fine. I'm looking again. And I can also look at paintings, I know. Oh, this guy. I do like this guy. Always have rooms for this macrame piece from paranormal stuff. I don't know why it came with macrame. Maybe. I don't know. I like it. In real life, though, I don't really do macrame. But in The Sims, I like it. Do we want to do... That's an option. Not sold, but that's an option. Well, speaking of macrame, this one is fun because it kind of looks like from a distance, it kind of looks like a bat. Let's see. What else? Let's hop over to paintings and posters. Where am I? Horizontal expression or impressions painting. So we've got that one. Now we're at these horizontal ones. I don't like any of these for this. Ugh. I don't want things that clip into the headboard. I like the headboard. I like the. It's a very Art Deco shape. I think it's cool. I want it to be visible. Well, we always have crystal creations. You can always size that up just a little bit. I do 1 point. I could go a little bit bigger. 1.4. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I'm gonna get the plant curtain. The Blooming Rooms Kit plant curtain. It's so great. I wish the the branch that's like holding up the plant curtain didn't change. Or at least didn't change to like weird colors. Because it turned blue. There's a swatch where the branch is blue. I don't know why. Okay. Now we can put more plants all over. There's always space for plants. I didn't used to be such a plant person. I think watching too much of Karen and Connie build turned me into a plant fiend. And now it's irreversible. Which, to be fair, to be totally fair, like, I had had Sims 4 on my computer for a while, but I didn't really, like, hadn't really played that much. I just wasn't that into it until I started watching them build, and I was like, oh, I could do so many things that I couldn't do in Sims 2, for instance. And so, like, watching them, I was like, all right, let me jump into the game. And so I've been playing for the last like year and a half or so, and getting kind of like my style, like learning what my style in Sims 4 looks like. And it's been really fun, and I just, you know, like, I do really love watching them, and they're so creative. And I also want to bring more to the internet, talking about CC and like custom content in general, and spotlighting different creators that I really love, so that people can kind of see and get to know them too. And just, not that I'm like some special person, but you know, I feel like I have a style that's a little bit different, a little bit unique, and I have different opinions. The cat is scratching at the door. I have to let her in. Okay, fun fact. The cat didn't actually want to come in. She just wanted me to open the door. She's so annoying and I love her. But I don't know. Maybe I don't even have a distinct style. Maybe I'm boring. I don't know. I wasn't sure there was a slot here, but there is, and I'm so happy. We're gonna put the little teacup cactus up here. What swatch do we want? Oh, I love teacup cactus. I think that one. We are gonna rotate it to a better angle. There. I'm so happy there's a slot up there for teacup cactus. But I don't know. Yeah. I am planning on like streaming regularly. I've done it just sporadically in the past, but I am planning on doing it more regularly. And not just Sims 4. I'm also planning on bringing some other games. Maybe some Stardew Valley. I do love Stardew Valley. It's always space in my heart for it. And sharing mods for that too. because there's so many incredible creators out there in the space for Stardew Valley as well. Because of course there are. That's. I think we just need to finish. I think we need to clutter the desk and then find some more things for that. For the shelf. Always space for scroll in the witch's house. Ooh, we can do dried flower pentagram. Do we want to do dried flower pentagram? I don't know if we have space. We could size it down. Yeah. Here. Ooh, I do pink. Not that mug. Not the Maxis mug. I want more here. Oh, I should pull up Moriel anyway because I want the clutter. I love this mug. The little lines is so cute. I use it way too much. Right by the keyboard. Or the mouse. Whatever. It's right there on the desk. Where it should be. And I'm gonna put out butters. Okay. I'm putting the butterfly on this shelf with the crystals. I think that's nice. This guy a little bit. Oh, it's not as big as I thought it was. Actually, that's fun. I think this skull is like a size down version of the Strangerville skull. I'm not sure, but I think that's what that is. The weird skull that you can get from the curio shop in Strangerville. Oh, I'm gonna throw these boxes down here real quick so I remember that I want to use them for outside. That's my tip. If you ever find something in the catalog, especially once you've filled your catalog with tons of CC, that you're like, oh, I want to use that in another room, just throw it in there. Just throw it in there and you'll get to it. And then you won't have to go searching for it when you can't find it. Yeah, that's fun. I don't have tons of tips, but I think that's a good one. It's helped me immensely to be able to be like, okay, let me just drop that over there, and I'll get to it when I get to it. I think we've got room for more stuff on the shelf. I mean, I know we do, but I want more stuff on the shelf. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, do I want this succulent? I could size him down. Go somewhere. Oh. Yeah. The cat is at the door again. I know she's just mad because the door is closed. Which is only closed so I don't annoy other people. But she does not like closed doors. She finds them offensive, like most cats. But I think once I'm finished cluttering this shelf, I might have to call it for this stream. But that doesn't mean that we won't come back and do the outside and finish landscaping. Oh, that's fun. I forgot I had that. And we do also have lots of little herb planters, but I think we gotta go into miscellaneous clutter. Or speed cluttering as fast as we can. Gotta speed clutter, otherwise Genie, my cat, will be so mad. Yeah, that's fine. Could do with more levels, but that's okay. We're fine with that. We're gonna be okay with it. And also, since we're gonna come back to this, so we can do the outside, I can go back to the inside. And if there's anything that I want to add, or like think if I'm like, oh, I don't like that, I want to replace it, I could do that. Space for the glass file. I remember that. Oh, but I didn't do this one. It's got a little tag on it. Okay. I think this will have to be it for now. I do want to put more clutter on this shelf, and there's a whole bottom here that we haven't put anything in. But I think I'm happy with that for our first pass. I do like it. I always feel like I need to do like a first and a second pass on a build of like things that I want to put in. So we'll call it for now. Oh, that looks like a little face. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, that's where we're gonna leave off for now. We're gonna come back, we'll do another pass through all of the interior, and we'll come out here and do the exterior and landscaping. And we're saving. Alright. I don't know when I'm gonna come back to this, but soon-ish, within the next couple weeks, I hope so. Um, so yeah. I'm gonna get the VOD for this up on YouTube soon-ish. And then I will come back and we'll finish this build. Maybe we'll do another tiny home because there's another tiny lot right next to this one that could use a companion tiny home. Maybe that one will do something very, very different. But thank you so much if you watched. I really appreciate it. And I have to go tend to the beast. But yeah, bye.